What's up, you guys? Boomoo here. It's not a tip video, motivational video, which I like and don't like at the same time. I want to show you a reaction video. I call it, wait for it, millennial reaction. A common misbelief that people have when it comes to marketing, and what better to do it when it comes to Lamborghinis and flashy cars and the flashy real estate to get people's attention. Now, I don't have the budget to do for that, but because I have never done this myself, I thought it was very important for someone who's more credible than I am, who had more extra time, and for me as a millennial, just react to it. You'll be very, very pleasantly surprised, not on how much money they made, but the actual result when you compare and contrast. But without further ado, here's the video.
We've all seen them. You're watching YouTube, minding your own business, and then out of nowhere, you're bombarded with an ad, complete with a Hollywood smile, Lamborghini, and a reason why you should watch unto the end. It's no surprise that ads all have one main purpose, and that is to get you to buy what they have to offer. But with the booming popularity of YouTube, the increase of using fast cars and props to sell products, have you ever wondered just how much money these ads generate? Have you ever been curious about how much more you can make if you're just driving a Lamborghini? Well, I found out, and I was honestly surprised with what happened. So let's rewind a little bit. In order to create a successful ad, you first need to have something to sell, and that I got covered. A year ago, I created a program called the Real Estate Agents Academy, which teaches real estate agents how to grow their business and make money. And guess what? Until recently, I had never run ads to sell that program. You have never seen me come up as a 5-second interruption on the auto-tuned cat video you're watching. You have never seen me sending you down a click funnel of emails and offers until you purchase. You have never seen me promoting anything outside the organic network of my viewers. But that left me wondering, was the grass really that much greener on the other side? What would happen if I ran an ad on YouTube to promote my product, and would that increase my sales? Even more so, what if I had a bright yellow Lamborghini Huracan Spyder? Would that give viewers the extra inspiration to buy my product so they too could eventually get a Lamborghini? Or would it backfire and make me look like someone who has a small bank account? So, you know me, I had to test this out firsthand, and you know what, the timing could not have been better. My best friend Anthony had just bought a Lamborghini Huracan in Atlanta, Georgia, so we flew all the way there just to drive it back 2,000 miles all the way to Los Angeles, California. But on the way back, we parked in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and it happened. I made my first ever YouTube ad. Now, my apologies if this seems a little bit cringeworthy. I definitely could have planned this out a little bit better, but one thing is certain, the ad had the almighty power of the Lamborghini. And yes, looking back on this, this was not my proudest moment. I get nervous filming in public even though there was no one else around, but you know what? It is what it is. Here's that ad. Enjoy.
What's up, you guys? It's Graham here. So taking a cross-country trip, and this, right now we're in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. But I figured, first of all, I'd wish you guys a happy holidays. Second of all, what would make the holidays probably a little bit better is if I offered you a discount on my program, the Real Estate Agent Academy. I've had a few hundred people go through this so far with such amazing results. Whether you're a brand new real estate agent or you're already an experienced agent looking to take it to the next level, this will help you out. So for a limited time, I think this is really just for the holidays, basically. So just for the holidays, I'm gonna offer a discount. And again, I've had a few hundred people go through this with such amazing results. So click the link, it's gonna be somewhere on the screen, and just click that. Enjoy the discount before it expires. And I think I'm out of things to say, but this is Baton Rouge, Louisiana. There's basically nobody here besides that one car that went by. And Anthony's standing right there. There's no one here. So anyway, enjoy the program, enjoy the discount, and talk to you soon.
The next day after filming, the ad went live.
So this is the first place that we're gonna stop. Ad was really, really cringy. Just knowing Graham and following his videos for such a long time, I actually was recommended by a friend by Andrew Na. He's actually sold his first company just now and is starting a nutrition company. The link is down below. Andrew, shout out to you to introduce me, Graham Stephan. But yeah, it was really, really cringy to see someone who's like considered as a real estate agent and an investor, or considered as an entrepreneur, just to really come out like that. It wasn't really a real good presentation. But like you said, he had the almighty Lamborghini. But let's just keep on going and see where this goes.
The ad was set to retarget people who had previously visited the program but never made a purchase, so at least I was retargeting to a fairly warm audience who knows me and knows what I have to offer. But I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty nervous doing this. I was worried people would see me with a yellow Lamborghini selling a product and automatically group me together with every other millionaire get-rich-quick guru on the internet, and my concerns were not entirely unfounded. While the vast majority of responses were extremely supportive and positive, the few people who spoke against the ad felt very strongly against it, as you're about to see. Just got one of your cringe commercial. It looks like I have to unsubscribe now. Not for this episode, but for your recent Lambo X Baton Rouge advertisement. Going to have to unsubscribe. Good luck. Was fun watching you hustle and grow, and then unfortunately become a full-fledged YouTube marketing-based real estate agent program peddler. Damn, just saw your ad and got serious vibes. You seem like one of those get-rich-quick pyramid scheme guys now. Don't know why I lost my trust in you after seeing your ad. Lamborghini, nervous laughter, and selling a useless course, the ad had it all. Damn. Unsubscribed. Now, despite me losing a few subscribers and having an existential crisis that I had just ruined all of my credibility in 2 days.
Now, that's really brave of him to actually test the market, but actually testing on his own audience. Even hurting his own audience, I think it's really brave of him to do it. Testing out not just only on his audience, but willing to risk to get unsubscribed and show the results to us. I really commend Graham. Let's keep on watching.
Here are the results that everyone wants to know. How much money I made from running this ad with a Lamborghini in 48 hours. In total, I spent $481.48 on the YouTube Lamborghini ad that brought me 11,729 views, and of those people, 22% watched the ad. In terms of actual sales numbers though, it was actually fairly impressive. $2,970 in gross sales in 48 hours. That left me with a net profit of $2,488.52 in 2 days.
Now, it's starting to make sense why all these entrepreneurs or online gurus or fake gurus, whatever you want to call them, are actually really pushing their advertisements every single time, not just only on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat continuously, because the amount of profit they're making. Because when it comes to online products, there's not really a margin or inventory per se. It's just all electronic and coming from your knowledge. So the amount of margins and the money that you can make is very significant. That means in 2 days, that means they generated $1,244.26. Now, you can't just work every single day and every single of the hour. So let's just say in the very productive, you're just working a 9 to 5, and we break it down and divide it by that 8. That is about $155.53 that you're making per hour. So it kind of makes sense why all these gurus are pushing it down your feed.
But how much of this was actually due to the Lamborghini? Because I had never done this before and I had no idea whether or not this was actually a good result, I had no choice but to test out another ad 2 weeks later. However, this time I took a totally opposite approach. Instead of having a flashy Lamborghini in the background, I was just going to be myself. I'm going to film in my studio, get right to the point. I'm going to be completely honest with the viewer. I'll tell them exactly what I'm doing, what they'll expect to get, and without any wild claims. Here is that ad. What's up, you guys? It's Graham here. So really quick, yes, what you're seeing is true. I'm testing out YouTube ads for an upcoming video idea. And the reason you're seeing this right now is because you've been retargeted through Pixel when you clicked on my program, the Real Estate Agent Academy. And chances are you're seeing this because you didn't buy it. But here's the good news though, is that by giving this ad a chance and by sitting through all like 15 seconds of it so far without clicking out, I'm gonna be giving you $200 off my program if you decide to buy it by clicking the link here, or it's here, it's one of these. And that's all there is to it. There's no hidden agenda here, just $200 off if you decide to buy it, and this is only available with this ad, so you won't be able to get it otherwise. It's just if you click on one of these buttons. And the reason I'm doing this is to be able to analyze YouTube ads firsthand to see what's effective and what is not effective. I won't tell you much more than that until I finish the experiment because I have some more testing to do, but like I said, if you're still interested in the program, enjoy $200 off. You may as well, if you've been interested, just take the discount. And if not, no worries at all. Happy New Year's, wish you all the best, and enjoy the video that I interrupted you on. Thanks. Now, just like with the first ad, I was extremely nervous for this to go live. I was concerned that running 2 ads within the same month would put me on the same category as the shirtless real estate guy who wants to teach you how to flip homes in your spare time. If you haven't seen that ad yet, consider yourself lucky. But surprisingly, when the ad went live, I didn't get a single complaint. Nothing. In fact, very few people even mentioned it. So did it end up doing well even if no one was talking about it? Yes. Yes, it did. So well, in fact, that I didn't even believe the numbers until I reviewed them a month later. I spent just $66.99 running the second ad for 24 hours. Because I decided to go with a low budget, mostly because I was concerned more people would get angry and unsubscribe, the video only reached 2,660 views. Of those 2,660 views, 30% of people watched the ad. That was 36% higher than the ad with the yellow Lamborghini. But here's where the surprising results came in. Even though I only spent $66.99 and that video only got 2,660 views, that ad generated $2,376 in total sales in 24 hours for a net profit of $2,309.01. Let me break this down a little bit further just to show you how incredible that result is. With the Lamborghini ad, each view I received made a net profit of 21 cents. This means for every $1 I spent in ads with a Lamborghini, I made $6 back. That is a 600% ROI, which sounds really impressive until you hear this. With the non-Lamborghini ad, each view I received made a net profit of 86 cents. This means for every $1 I spent with ads without a Lamborghini, I made $35 back. That is a 3,500% ROI.
This comes a very interesting perspective because a lot of these online gurus, what they want to do is shove through your face when it comes to shiny objects or shiny backgrounds or places that it's very exotic or appealing to you or even considered a dream vacation to yourself. And now the interesting thing is he was actually just being his true self, very, very transparent. For those who haven't followed Graham, this is like his pinnacle or peak self state per se if you want to. And to just see him just to tell his audience that this is a YouTube test and I'll tell you later what it's going to be about, because he just doesn't want to ruin the experiment and don't want his audience to feel pity or sympathetic that, oh, I gotta buy this for Graham. Just love it. Just love it. The transparency, just love it. To see that he actually was able to double his money at the lower audience rate and paying less on his ad, because I can understand he doesn't want to ruin his reputation and just don't want to come off as that one of like sales gurus who just uses audience for money. But it's really interesting when I first saw this that it was that kind of result, because that's all you see. So that's what you assume. That marketing strategy will work better than being transparent or being honest to people, which, I mean, you can kind of understand why salespeople have such a bad reputation, or entrepreneurship or business owners, or all these online people have a bad reputation, because they're not just being genuine whatsoever, just saying you're going to make a lot of money. I mean, it might be true, it might be false. It's just like, even as a consumer or some person who purchased some online courses in the past, is just still skeptical, puts people on edge, really.
Now, if you think the ad testing is done, the video is over, you would be wrong. The test isn't complete because there was one flaw with these ads that I soon realized. Even though these sales numbers are impressive, in the ad I discounted my program by $200 to give an incentive to make the sale, which works out to be nearly 40% off. And at that price, I felt like it would just naturally sell itself even without running an ad. I almost thought like I was underselling the program's real worth, and by doing so, I was undermining the long-term value of the program. So I had to compare this with one more test. How much would I sell by offering $200 off without spending a single dollar on advertising? Well, look no further than Instagram. I created a funny, lighthearted, somewhat joking swipe up Instagram story that discounted the program by $200. And at that time, I had about 22,000 followers on Instagram, and my stories garnered about 4,000 to 6,000 views on average. That story went something like this.
You're in my garage, just got this new T-Rex skull here. You can barely see it. There it is. I am actually in my garage though. If you guys are interested though, $200 off my program, the Real Estate Agent Academy, All you got to do to get that is just swipe up and enjoy the discount.
Now for the moment you've been waiting for. How effective was a quick, to-the-point swipe-up story on Instagram discounting the program $200 compared to an ad on YouTube offering the exact same discount, or an ad on YouTube with a flashy yellow Lamborghini in the background? The Instagram numbers were unbelievable. I spent $0 in ad revenue. I didn't push it down anyone's throat. I only offered it to the people who support me the most and have a genuine interest in working as a real estate agent. And in 24 hours, with $0 ad spend, that swipe up Instagram story generated $6,831 in sales, all organically.
For those who never had used a swipe up feature, this is why the swipe up feature is such a powerful tool. Not only just can you swipe up and go directly to their marketing page just like that, it just feels like someone you've been following wrong with their everyday lifestyle. It's not like they've been editing or whatsoever. So since it's someone that you trust, that you follow and understand their lifestyle or see their lifestyle, it's very compelling to it. And this is why people always say it's really important to grow your followers, grow your audience, and go to that stage, because look how it worked. But don't be one of those people who just like trying to grow an audience, because there's a big moral in this story that Graham shares with you about giving value to the people audience. And this is the reason why I hate about social media and love about social media is people who just try to shove or have a business. Just all they want to do is shove the product. They got this is the hours that they do, this, and not giving a lot of value to people. So people are just looking at it. It's just like, God, it's like social media used to be a place that we were able to connect with the businesses that we love, the people that we like, the family that we like, and the relationships that we build. It just became very sad nowadays that people are using it just to sell their products in a very convenient, less time consuming, more productive, and just all they do is put it in your face. It's really sad to see where it's going. But at the end of the day, it's all about standing out, and that's what I'm doing for you. Just want to deliver some value to you guys, and knowing that the proper way of doing marketing is giving value, not shoving it in people's face.
Here is what I realized from doing all of this. We've become so numb to traditional advertising to the point where we instinctually distrust anyone trying to sell us something, especially if they are not entirely upfront about their intention. And the techniques I thought would generate more revenue, like using a bright yellow Lamborghini, actually just made things worse. By using the Lamborghini, I was quickly thrown to the side and categorized as someone who had to lead with an exotic car because the quality of their content wasn't good enough to stand on its own. And this makes perfect sense because the Lamborghini isn't me. That's not my style, and that's not the image I embody. I was using someone else's sales techniques and expecting it to work just as well for myself because I saw everyone else doing it. But I soon realized that this is not a shortcut, this is just a dead end. And it was through this experience that I realized the best way to sell a product isn't through fancy advertisements, it isn't through expensive cars, and it isn't through designer props. Instead, it's by building an organic audience from the foundation of trust, value, honesty, and total transparency. And once that happens, products and services sell themselves.
So yeah, I just really like the value that was brought in this video. It's all about show that you're a human being at the end and just be 100% transparent to those people, and I'm sure your product will sell yourself. You just got to be yourself ultimately, but sometimes it doesn't work for people because you're not your best self. Just because you're being yourself is not the greatest yourself. You got to be your best self. I want to tell you that you always can improve. You can always improve your product or how you present it. At the end of the day, this is what I'm telling you is that when people think about lying or saying, I got a kid, or, oh my God, look at this energy drink that I have, and just all they do is shove. It's just like shun away to people don't like to get sold, but they love shopping with people. That's why it's so important to build an audience and feel like you're a friend that they want to shop around with. And ultimately, if they saw the value and they really like you, who you are, let the product sell itself. Not the Lamborghini, not the dream, not you're gonna retire in 10 years or 5 years. Quite frankly, I tell people all the time, instead of looking for financial freedom, look for financial confidence. Since you have that confidence, you have the skill, the high income skill, that no matter what happens in life, you can make money again if you lost it all because you have that financial confidence, that skill. So I want to leave that to you and make sure not just rely on pushing things, but rely on who you are as a person, how that product is going to be represented. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.